in this video, I'm following up from my previous busted canvas project tutorials where I'm taking the busted canvas technique and turning it into a greeting card. Not only that, but I kicked it up another step by adding a shaker card element to the busted canvas technique. You guys, once you start making these, I just know your ideas are just gonna start flying because this is really versatile. You can use what you have already at home, but I know you're gonna get a lot of different ideas and ways you can incorporate this into your crafting as well. So without further ado, let's start stamping. This card, I am using the new Umbrella Days with the coordinating dies. First thing I wanted to do is I'm gonna stamp these two images and do a little bit of coloring. I'm simply going to color these with my Stamp and Blend markers. Taking these two patterns of Designer Series paper and I'm going to cut them down to measure 4 by 5 1/4, which is the same size as this piece here. And I am just simply gluing these two pieces together because I wanted this to be the reverse pattern instead of the other one. Okay. So now it's time to add the busted portion. I'm going to zoom out for you, and I'm just going to use my trimmer just to get started. You can use your scissors. You can have as many or as few cuts as you like. So that's what I have. This is going to look really cool. I have to decide. I think I want it to go. I'm going to go that way. Okay, so I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm just going to curl these up a bit. You if you want to glue this directly onto your card and then glue them down, or if you want to have this popped up just a little bit, which I think I do. So let me grab some adhesive strips. Could even turn this into a shaker card. I might do that. On the fly, as I always do. You never know what I'm gonna come up with. And I'm pretty impressed considering it's only 7:30 in the morning. Love that I thought to do a shaker card while making this video because that is just a cool twist to this busted canvas card. Okay, so I need a piece of window sheet that measures at least 4.5 by 3. So I'm gonna cut my window sheet just a little bit wider than 3. And same, just a little bit past the 4.5. A little bit here. Okay. And I think I'll put my sentiment down here. And I'm going to put some tear and strip adhesive just across this window strip. Like so. Just pulling out some loose silver sequins. And I found these sequins, which are Fancy Frost. So these are all very much retired. But I've really been pulling in my retired products lately. I want to play with my retired stuff. It just happens to have some of the blues and the pinks that I used. This up. Okay, so we have our shaker element in there. So fun. All right, time for the busted frame part. So I'm going to take a glue dot and I'm just going to place it right here and roll up my paper right onto that glue dot. So of course this is not going to lie flat inside an envelope, right? So keep that in mind. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that all the way around. Look how cute. So all I need is to add a sentiment and a ribbon. Love that. All right, I've decided I'm going to use the sentiment Rainy Days Are Better With You, which is from the Playing in the Rain stamp set. And I'm going to stamp it with black memento, and I'm going to cut it with the die from the Greetings of the Season die collection. Now, I actually went and used my hot glue gun because the glue dots weren't holding this paper down, and it's just because it was two layers. So I did go through, put a little dab of hot glue. So while I still have my hot glue on, I'm gonna hot glue this on. I'm gonna put this right about here. I don't think I've ever used hot glue on a card before. Okay, and then I've made 2 ribbons. So I've got the white one and I have my silver. So I'm just going to figure out how I want to put those on. There's my finished card. I should have stamped the sentiment before I glued this inside. Didn't think about it, so I got a little extra ink there, but I'm not gonna stress about that. Added a little extra strip of designer series paper, and I think this is absolutely precious. So there you go, 2 techniques on 1 card using the busted canvas technique. And I do have my other video where I share how to make the actual busted canvases. And then this is just a fun way to incorporate that into cards. And the sky is the limit. You could just use 1 piece of designer series paper instead of layering up like I did with the 2, but that's because I wanted a particular pattern behind this one. And yeah, you can have a lot of fun with it. You can glue your designer series paper directly to your card instead of adding your adhesive strips. You could use your rectangular dies or circular dies and use those to create the busted pieces. Lots of ways you can use this. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Take care. And